This is an explanation for the research plan part 2 for project students. And the bottom line here is that you'll be expanding on the literature review that you conducted in assignment 3. So the first thing you do actually is take assignment 3 and save it as a new file. Save it as last name underscore lit review underscore project underscore v2, and you put that in your Dropbox, and then we have the file, and you're going to modify that file, and you'll have an old version which is just last name underscore lit review project there, so I can compare. You want to make sure that your lit review is as up to date as possible and as comprehensive as possible, so you're really trying to get a lot more articles here. To do this, make sure that you follow the literature review guidelines, searching for articles. You've done that before, but here's the link if you need some reminders. And this time you'll be attempting to complete somewhat an exhaustive search of the literature as best you can. If you're finding that you're having hundreds and hundreds of articles, you'll have to narrow it down to look for only peer-reviewed articles because that's what you should be looking for. And you may have to consider narrowing your topic if there are too many. But in this case, you've reviewed 30 articles, and I'm asking you to review or find 20 more. You continue to use your primary and secondary article classification used in assignment 1. And you may, at this stage, want to create some sub-themes within that because themes may have emerged and you may want to create this themes in folders, or you may not. It's up to you. Within those 20 articles, I want you to read at least 20 more. So that means you will have read 20 articles. That will really give you a solid foundation for your literature review. It's unlikely that many more themes will emerge. And so this will be a great start for your project when you move on after the course. You're going to summarize it in Excel just as you did the first time. And if you forget how to do that, then or maybe I gave you feedback that would help you improve it, make sure you look at that. And this is the link to organizing your research. You will need to hand the Excel database in for this assignment. So that needs to be also in your Dropbox. Now, finding themes based on 20 articles, now you'll need to refine and clearly identify your key themes and sub-themes in the order in which they should be presented. This part is critical for the assignment. That order needs to make sense. And in order to do that, you need to create a professional looking visual map based on these themes and how they connect together. So, and that's going to come right at the beginning so that I can clearly understand, okay, this is how you've organized your literature review. Now, you're going to write up the themes in point form, just as you did before, and you can expand on what you want to say about the themes and sub-themes. And this should be in the same section as you did this before. Make sure that your key points are in coherent order, and again, all themes need to be properly referenced. At the end, you'll have 20 references typed in APA format. I'm going to ask you to write a few more introductory paragraphs here. So you're following the guidelines that you used for introducing sections in the last assignment. I want you to introduce each major theme that you have. So if you have 5 themes, you're going to write 5 paragraphs. And I am using this to assess the quality of your writing. And you can use these writing tips here to make sure that you are writing in the manner of an academic. And remember that all references are in APA format. So what's to be submitted? Well, you'll have your Excel file with your database. And then the file name here, as I told you, last name underscore literature review project, and then underscore version 2. All right, so that is a summary for what you need to do for the last assignment if you are a student pursuing a project.